Have you got complexity under control? Well, if the answer is yes, maybe you should think again. Everybody gets external complexity and the fact that it is on the rise. It derives from markets, technology, regulation, etc. What is often overlooked is internal complexity. Working within a large organization is inherently complex. This internal complexity stems from the realities of working in a large organization, including bureaucracy, hierarchy, silos, committees, etc., and is rooted in an organization's ways of working, planning, budgeting, managing, reporting, etc. Its culture too. Complexity is a byword for the modern age and a factor life. However, the danger arises when external complexity meets internal complexity. The result is complexity squared, and it can start to feel a little chaotic. There are two responses to C to levels of complexity. The first is rigidity. This happens where leaders double down on existing business-as-usual strategies, structures, and ways of working, planning, budgeting, and so on. The second mode of response is agility, where the organization sees opportunities as well as threats and is primed to adapt to profit from change and uncertainty. In times of change and uncertainty, threat rigidity is a real risk. This rigidity is evident as leaders hold ever tighter to the reins. Decisions are more short-term and risk-adverse. Budgets are cut, especially future-focused investments. Bureaucratic procedures and controls multiply, with more committees and approvals required. Ironically, at a time of complexity, leaders need to do what is almost counterintuitive. They need to become more agile when the temptation is to become more rigid. When this happens, the organization adopts ways of working that enable speed, agility, collaboration, and innovation. It updates and adjusts its plans to reflect changing business needs and priorities. It empowers people and teams to act, giving them greater autonomy. It fluidly allocates and reallocates resources to where they are needed most. It connects and reconnects to its purpose. Having reflected on what happens when internal complexity meets external complexity. Also, the two responses available to organization in dealing with complexity squared, the temptation is rigidity, whereas the opposite, that is greater agility, is required. To deal with a complex external environment requires first mastering internal complexity. But what are the implications for you as a leader? How well has your organization mastered internal complexity? Powered by analytics and data, Growth Pit Stop helps leaders in some of the world's best companies to capitalize and even profit from complexity as well as from change and uncertainty. So why not talk to us?